Hello. This is a, what's it called? I don't usually do gaming anymore. But actually hold up. Is it locked? Oh shit, my bad. Let me fix this shit. You're gonna watch me do it because it's supposed to be the good old days of YouTube. No editing, no nothing. I play Evergrace. I don't know anything about fucking, I'm just playing some Evergrace. Just a little bit. Like maybe a little bit. This game is so fucking cool. Like this menu is like 100% a PS1 menu. Like PS2 menus don't look like this. This is, so Evergrace, I was reading up on Evergrace yesterday, right? I'm obsessed with this game now. I'm like 2 fucking minutes into this game and I fucking downloaded the book. I fucking looked up every single piece of fan art. Shout out to that one person on Twitter who's obsessed with Evergrace. There's like, I love this game because like, okay, so right here, right? I'm by the way, I'm 30 minutes in, I'm stuck at the first fucking 5 seconds of this game. So that's gonna be me fumbling around talking about how cool this game is. So literally, this is the first fucking area of the game, right? The first 5 seconds. So the fucking, I'm just gonna play, like, you know how like Soldier Boy played like Brain? He's like, this game don't even mean nothing. This game's stupid as shit. It's like Mario. I mean, this is like how I feel about Evergrace, but it's like, I'm like, I respect it in the corner is doing. Look at this shit. This is the coolest fucking game of all time. Like, there's this one dude, I talked to this one dude, he fucking just jumped off. He's like, you have the brand. And he fell off the fucking cliff. Look at these fucking giant ass bug. And then dies of shit. I ain't even sure, there's no die. This is probably from Software, by the way. The Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Elden Ring, Bloodborne, Sekiro people, Armored Core 6. But the Zoomers know Armored Core 6. They don't know about the Armored Core 2, the Armored Core 3. But this doesn't have a dodge roll, and this game clearly is a PS1 game that got ported because you don't have, I have a right stick, right? You can't use the right stick. You just gotta like shift the camera like this. Maybe I have it on the wrong controls or something, but you clearly just gotta shift the camera like this, right? So you go into the option menu, and you go into like the control or whatever, and there's this is like analog in terms of like, the PS2 had like, touch sensitive buttons, which I didn't even like realize until I played Metal Gear Solid 2. And I was like, how the fuck do I aim this weapon? And you gotta like touch it really softly. I'm like, this kind of hurts me. I don't think my body's ready for this. But yeah, you have touch sensitive buttons you can use. And look at this. Effect access, that little like bend thing he does, the dash button, the that's like a combo move. This is a regular attack. That's a like a keybind basically. Easy action change option window. That's kind of a weird way to phrase that. Move option, that's just like the camera, and then this is like moving camera distance, and like all this shit, like it doesn't even acknowledge the, like you could use the D-pad. I'm using the D-pad right now, right? It uses the 8th direction movement, and this is like, you know, this is analog movement. So this is clearly a PS1 game, and little Benny does. I don't know what the fuck to get past here, right? This seems so fucking insane. Like, you look at this shit. Like, there's this one. I'm going over here. You can hit this sign, right? And then like, there's like a fucking thing that came out last time. It's crazy. This thing, I'm crazy. A little crystal. The crystal. There's this. There's like the tower over here. So apparently I'm supposed to get up there, I guess. But so I'll go over here. Maybe it's actually, hold up. Before I go over there. And the thing about it is that since it's designed for like a PS1 controller, I don't know, I'm very forgiving of, as long as the game doesn't have like tank controls. I hate tank controls so much. I want to play the first Resident Evil games, like on the original hardware. Not the hardware, but like the original like consoles. I'm fucking buying a copy of Resident Evil 3 Nemesis on PS1. I don't know how much it costs. I'm sure like honestly, PS1 games are like relatively cheap. If I wanted to buy Evergrace right now, it'd be like 20 bucks, right? Like, this is a launch title for the PS2. Despite the fact how niche it is, like this is art house cinema right here. This is Kino. It's not like it costs more than like 20 bucks, right? Because it's a launch title. Like, people just bought, like when you have a game console, people just buy the launch title just to buy them. Like a ton of people own Bomberman, like, what is it called? Bomberman, whatever the fuck it's called. Whatever Bomberman game that is, because it's just a game people had to buy, you know? It's just like, or 3DS, right? People just own copies of like Street Fighter 4 or whatever, or like sub diver, whatever the fuck that game was, or like Nintendo Dogs plus Cats. Shout out to Nintendo Dogs plus Cats. I missed the Nintendo Dogs series. It was wholesome. They don't make games like that anymore. Oh, that game is not worth 60 bucks. I think that's the issue. Games are not worth 60 bucks. So anyway, here's the pillars and shit, right? By the way, the environmental design of this game is really cool. Only the first, I'm like trying to say, like, what do I, like, can I get up there? I don't think I can. You know? And I'm like trying to figure out what the fuck do I do. And I don't want to look it up because I'm just enjoying my time here. I'm talking to this dude.
I'm asking you, have you seen a dog?
And I'm like, no, I haven't seen a dog. And there's a key there. I'm like halfway through this. I'm gonna have to look it up. But I'm just enjoying the vibe right now. Because going through these two areas, I've done it for like the half an hour. You can play as two separate characters. This for like half an hour. I'm like, wow, this is cool. Now I think about it, you only get the sword as Darius. I forgot what her other name was. But I'm like, isn't this shit mysterious as fuck though? Like, you can't deny this game is mysterious as fuck. Is there like something here? Am I supposed to like, are there bombs? Lamp oil, rope, bombs. You want it? It's yours, my friend. As long as you have enough rubies. I don't usually play video game gaming on this channel. Assuming that I upload this, which I will. I don't want to record it if I wasn't planning to upload it. I probably would just like play the game without talking to myself. But I guess I have to find that dog. Oh, there it is. Fuck yeah. So I'm actually gonna progress this game because I found the dog. This game doesn't give you any like waypoint or hint or nothing. It's just like, find that goddamn dog. It's not like it's a gigantic area. But I was playing Death Stranding earlier, like yesterday or whatever, so a couple days ago. I don't have any time. Time is an illusion. But I was thinking about Death Stranding, and that game gives you like a waypoint. The whole point of that game is just to find out how to get to the fucking place. Dog. Armor of Frost. None. 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 Blue fruit. None. None. Equipment. Yeah, it's like, where the fuck did that, like, I just had it in my hand, by the way. It was like, this is certainly a PS1 type situation. So, I mean, like, what do I do in this case? Because there's no bend down button, is there? Huh. Yeah, I don't know what to do with that fucking dog. All right, well, I guess, dog, you're gonna have to stay here until I guess I'm gonna go get that dude and say, hey, your dog's over here. He's like, have you seen a dog? And I'm like, yes, I have. And he's like, have you seen a dog? I'm like, oh man, gotta love old games. PS2 is a great console if you want to get into the retro gaming sphere. PS2 is a great console to get, I'll admit. Oh shit, that's actually what I have to do.
What do you want? Someone, please help me.
What'd I do? All right, well, the thing about this is I'm gonna go save, actually. No, I'm serious. I'm gonna go save before I do this, because this game does not give you any fucking like any kind of leeway. It's if you die, you're dead. You go to that last save. It's not like you know, there are no fucking checkpoints or nothing. No bonfires or fucking nothing. It's just either you are using that save point or you're not. And I'm like, make liberal use of that save point. That's for fucking sure. Truly the Super Mario 64 of Souls likes. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's one of those games where it's like, you know, I'm slowly becoming anti-remake. You know what I mean? I'm slowly becoming anti-remake in the case of, by the way, it's the new version of PSX2 came out. Fucking insanely big jump in like quality. Like, and especially like in like usage. Very much recommend checking it out if you haven't, you know. Also, I resisted using the nightly builds until now. And like, cause you know, I'm like, I want the stable build. I'm like, what do I even like? What's even the difference? Like the stable, like, cause the last stable build before this was like 5 years ago, and I was using the stable build. I'm like, I'm missing out on like so much shit because like, well, I need to be stable. I'm like, what do I need to be stable for? Oh shit! I'm gonna ass kicked. Ass kicked. I'm gonna ass kicked. What the fuck? There's no dodge roll or nothing. No, you don't got no dodge roll. No, you don't got no fucking. Hold up. 1, 2. This sure is a Dark Souls-like game. Pattern recognition, baby. Keep judging it by the thing of Dark Souls because it is literally by FromSoft. You can't judge me here. It's like you wouldn't be playing fucking Kingsfield if it wasn't by FromSoft, all right? Let's be for real. Because you're not playing Ultima Underworld, you know? Sorry, Ultima Underworld bros. My bad for calling you out like that. Shout out to Ultima Underworld. Shout out to Dot Hack. I have the Dot Hack shit on Steam. It's like $5 on sale, right? Fuck Bandai Namco because they don't do shit with their franchises. But shout out to Dot Hack. The Dot Hack games are crazy. Because you know what's crazy about Dot Hack is that like the collection is so fucking fire. Because if they just did that shit for like Xenosaga, then people would be like, what's it called? Xenosaga is like the same place that like Demon Souls, not Demon Souls. It's like. There's, you know, when a game like isn't re-released for a while and then people like start like pretending like it's like ultra like, well, I mean, okay, Palmyra or like, what's it called?
I'm still alive. Can't tell if that's good or bad luck. Oh well, I owe you one. I'll let you through. It doesn't make sense why you'd want to go there. Why not just jump off a bridge? I met a girl from Salta a while back. She was going there too. I wondered if she made it. Now go. Now go.
I love when they just had like the old like the.
You. That's the crest of your hand. The cursed mark. Wasn't destroying the Empire enough for you? Now it makes sense. It's because of you that I was attacked. I hope you die.
What did I do?
Get the hell out of here!
God, the voice act, like, this is like the first, like, what's it called? I'd say like the disc-based consoles were around for like, what, like 10 years at this point? But it still was in the early days of disc-based consoles being like mainstream, if you know what I mean. Like Sega CD was around, you know, PC Engine CD was around. Oh, what the fuck, you bitch, you fucking bitch, what the hell? What? He's gonna like kill me, I guess. Okay, what about you? Thanks for the red fruit, I guess. Sure. Non allows 5 points to be distributed. There's stats. Wait a second. No, I know there are stats, but like somebody's favorite fruit. Unpolished environmental. Use southern. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's like 2 strength, 1 stamina. I don't know the fucking builds. Also, there's no game in the world where I will like do into luck unless explicitly told to do it, because luck is either completely useless or the fucking most broken stat. I remember like back when I was a kid, I used to play Mario's like Partners in Time, and I used to upgrade stash all the time because I thought it was cool. And I was like, why is it taking me an hour to beat the Piranha Plant boss? I guess it's my fault. I'm not doing it good enough. Good old days. Intelligence. I don't need intelligence. This guy's stupid. Resolution. Stamina build. This is definitely Dark Souls. Definitely Dark Souls. I never know how to do my goddamn builds. Anyway, I'm kind of cooked, by the way. Like, I can't actually get me the fuck out of here. I need to save. Let me save. Fuck. Please do not. I thought you were gonna break the crystal. I was like, shut the fuck up. Also, I don't really need the overlay or whatever for that. But, you know, the memory card. Shout out to Evergrace though. Like, this game's so crazy. I don't know. I fuck with it. I love YouTubers who play gay shit like this and they go through like every fucking microsecond. What the fuck? And then the game's just like, well, all right. I just think it's not even a game over sign. You just die and it's like, well, I wonder if that's how like dying feels in real life. It's just like, huh. You know? It's just like, well, I guess you're here now. Was it fun? You have a good time? Yeah, this is not gonna be good for me. Is there like a healing spot or something? I don't even think there's like a benefit to beating those guys now I think about it, because like, are there even level ups? Is this really like a Vela club? Is there nothing did it not pick up? And people say like the music is completely dog shit, but it's not really that bad. In fact, it's pretty interesting. It just sounds like really abstract and experimental. Apparently the musician around it was like, first of all, apparently the game had like a soundtrack for the PS1 version, because this was originally for the PS1, developed for the PS1. I wasn't fucking around. And they had to go to PS2. They're like, oh shit. Am I dying? Oh no, I actually am dying. Oh shit, what do I do? I don't got any potions. What do I do about this? Genuinely, what do I do about this? Gee, I hope I don't fucking die immediately after this. Okay, so you're telling me that I can't go back. I can't go forward because I got poisoned. God, this really is a FromSoft game. God, I love this game. This shit's Kino though. This shit's fucking peak. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. This shit is fucking insanely cool. But the issue is that, like, what do? I got poisoned like fucking millisecond 1, frame 1. Now I'm like, well, I guess I'm dead. Also, look at this shit. Peep this. Oh, there's a lake over there. Fucking drop like a goddamn rock. And then you're just dead. I've never seen a game with so little safeguards when it comes to cliffs. Because at least like platformers, like he goes, oh, oh, and then you know, it's like if you die, so that's the whole point of the game, right? Or like other RPGs that's like, usually honestly, other games usually have like a visible wall, or like a fucking like, or if it's like Fallout, you can't like, you know like a gauge or a meter. It's like, oh, you're gonna fall, you're gonna die if you fall from here. Nah, this motherfucker just falls, like sinks like a goddamn boulder. I kind of fuck with it, honestly. Look at this. The combo is crazy. Truly the Pokemon mystery dungeon of Dark Souls games. I'll stop now. Did I pick that up, or is that like an enemy? That's an enemy. Oh, that's an enemy. Oh, these are all enemies. Oh, this is what the enemy does. Oh man, I'm getting filtered. I'm getting my ass kicked so quick, dog. Oh my god, this game fucking kills me. Dude, I'm getting dogged on. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's so fucking fun though. That's the thing. I'm having so much fun getting my ass kicked in this game. Spelunky, I get my ass kicked. I'm like, wow, I think I actually regret being born every millisecond that I play this game. And I play this game, I'm like, wow, truly the greatest times of my life. Also, is like genuinely, is there no way to like just like no heal myself? Like no heal. Bro, what? Why do you sink like that? Well, I'll just give it a couple more tries and I want to switch to the other character because I want to show you the other character. I want you to play Evergrace. It's your homework. You're gonna pass the test. Well, I don't know. If you play Evergrace, you'll probably get farther than I will. My thing about it is like, so I got the club there. Also, what the fuck are these elemental? What the hell? This dual wield. Dual wield. Yeah, I'm cooked. Like, is it just like, am I just like really genuinely just fucked because I opened that one chest? I didn't even know there were mimics in this game or whatever. Like, I didn't know there were fucking chest traps. Well, I said it's a FromSoft game. God damn it. Can I just go past them, actually? Oh, you bitch! Oh my god, this game is so... It do be doing that shit to me, though. Oh. God, it was so fucking fun. I don't know. Well, let's try the other character, because you can just switch characters between Darius and Charlene. And, like, I don't know. This game's just kind of fucky with it. You know what I mean? This game's kind of fucky with it. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't even have a sword or nothing. Like, she has none. She has none. So, I'm just, like, going around, looking around, like, I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Did she got, like, beat up by a witch or something? No, she got beat up, like, she got awakened by, like, someone someone found Charlene in the forest, and then the motherfucker, like, there's a wizard who just, like, says, yes, you must come with me. And then she's like, no. I forgot what she said, actually. I totally forgot what she said. Absolutely. But look at this shit. 10 damage. Come on. What am I gonna do about that? So I'm just gonna have to like... Yeah, and honestly, I picked this one before I picked Darius because Charlene speaks to me. So it's just like, I guess she's like a different mode altogether, really. I guess she's supposed to be played after. And also, look at this, peep this. The bed makes a little water splashing sound. God, that's so, oh my god, I love this game. Yeah, me sleeping in my water bed. I genuinely just want another Evergrace game. Not like a remake. Fuck a remake, man. But because if they remade this game, they would lose the sauce inevitably. Like genuinely, it is impossible to keep this sauce in there. Like even if they kept the soundtrack and like the art direction, it's like something would just be lost by like having like. And honestly, something's probably lost by having it on an emulator that has like upscaled graphics in the first place. But I'll kind of give it that amount of credit or whatever. How do I use my map? I guess I don't. So it's just like a matter of it's like, so this way. It's like if I go this way, it's like, what do I do? Oh, I guess it just moves it. Okay. Like this is like Royal Commons. Sarmat Hill. This is truly the Daniel thing, what's his name? The author, like the one who writes all the absurdist fiction in Russia. That's like this of video games. Oh, brother. Can I get a weapon? I have a kick for the rest of my life. Also, I'm back to where this motherfucker was too. So I'm gonna be like, meet him halfway. I'm like, also, okay, let me save here. Cause this and it's like, what's funny is that this game is probably like fucking tiny minuscule, but I have no issue with that because I was thinking about this the other day, right? I was playing Death Stranding, and I was playing Death Stranding, playing like, you know, Tears of the Kingdom, all these open world games, right? And you play it and then you see like the map, right? And they reveal how big the map is, right? That's the main part of their game. And it's like, it feels like they show their hand. It's like, it feels smaller because like you expect like basically to be fucking infinite, even if the moment to moment gameplay takes you like 15 years to cross the map, right?
What are you doing here? It's dangerous. Do you wish to die?
Close enough.
That might not be such a bad idea.
Close enough. Welcome back, suicidal Dark Souls NPC. That's hopeless would be the better word here.
What do you want? I'm looking for a flower to put on this guy's corpse.
You know, as hopeless as he is, you know, I fuck with the attitude.
If you don't get out of here, I'll have to find one for you also.
True. Can she wield the weapon?
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I guess not. I was saying basically a game like that shows this gigantic map, right, as a selling point, like an open world game. And honestly, you know, the whole point of Death Stranding is that it's not open world. It's open world in the case of like, I don't know, it's deliberately mission based or whatever. It's like Metal Gear Solid 5 or whatever. Like, sure, you probably could just explore the open world, but you know, it's like Breath of the Wild where the open world is deliberately designed to be explored through as you like go through it. I guess it's like a different kind of open world, mission based kind of thing. And it's like, once a game shows it's like little bit of its hand, you just like kind of just get too much of an idea of how big it is, and then takes you out of the game a little bit. Like, no one talks about that feeling because I don't know. People probably experience it, but they probably don't verbalize it very often. But I don't know, there's a certain level of disappointment I get whenever I see an open world game that's like shows its size immediately, or even like, cause I want a game to like that's the issue, like pacing, right? Pacing is a very underrated skill. Think about albums or whatever, album pacing. But like, video game pacing is important too, because like one of my biggest issues with like some of my games, like one of my big issues with Omori, right, is the pacing. You know, because the game doesn't show enough of its hands that's interesting. It focuses on the dream world too much, and then when you go back to like the real world, you're like, God, this is pretty cool. I like the plot here. Let's see what's gonna happen. And then you like get like 2 fucking milliseconds of that, and it goes back to the dream world. Like, I mean, okay, dream world's cool, but the consequences of what happens here is not the same as there, obviously. So it's like, you know, so it's like that. But it's like the same thing with open world games. Like, give me what's good, but don't like, what's it called? Yeah, it's the opposite issue. It's like, you know, you're trying to show me everything now, right? But you're not letting me leave anything to the imagination to the end of it, you know? Because by the end of the more, I was like, oh my God, this is peak. This is fucking fire. Great storyline. Great. I'm glad they told it this way. But, you know, it's like, the whole thing about it is that if you're playing a game and your game just show, like if you're like playing an open world game, right, and you're specifically playing it because it's open world, it's like the whole point of an open world is like to have a sense of like exploration. I think people are forgetting that. I think we're at like post open world at this point, honestly. Like every game is so open world that people are kind of going back on. It's like, all right, enough open world games. Like we're like, after Tears of the Kingdom especially, like there have been a distinct like, I don't know, the gaming industry is in a weird place right now in general, right? I'm sure GTA is gonna like make the open world thing, like everyone likes open world now. But I think the whole thing about it is that, first of all, anyone who's rational and just knows about like, not even economics, just like basic physicality, realizes that, yeah, making extremely big worlds with extremely big detail is just, oh, I guess that dog, I follow dog now, is just literally unsustainable. Like on the physical level, on the basic physical level. Like, we can't make GTA 6 every year for the rest of time. And honestly, I'm surprised Square could even make Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. I'm terrified that they won't be able to make part 3. I'm like, but apparently they're getting most of their money off of 14 anyway. But my whole thing is that, like, I wish more games were like Evergrace in the case of like, you know, make it more sustainable and, you know, focusing on like the environmental design and the memorability and, like, you know, things, aspects. And it's like, the fuck is that thing? I don't talk to that thing, do I? That thing wants me to kick it, doesn't it? Can I go through that goddamn hole? Reminds me of like, knew it. Guard! Oh, you bitch. But I was saying, it's just like, you know, I think that's my main thing with like indie games and smaller games. It's like, it's ease of use, like the you know, it's like drop in, drop out or whatever. I was like play like, you know, I mainly play handheld games, or I used to play handheld games because my main thing was a fucking, oh brother, main thing is DS, Game Boy Advance, PSP, all that shit, Game Boy Color, no, Game Boy Pocket, yeah, Game Boy Pocket. So and now it's Steam Deck. Fucking love the Steam Deck. My favorite thing is Steam Deck. The only thing with Steam Deck is that I bought it like slightly too early to get the OLED version. But I mean, I wouldn't be able to afford the OLED version anyway, and I replaced my Ace, so I replaced my SSD anyway. But I love that thing. I love the thing so much. It's like, I got like all my games on it, and even games that technically shouldn't run on it. I got Tales of Versailles on that bitch. Tales of Versailles is cool too. It kind of reminds, I think, what's it called? I think I've been too hard on action RPGs from, like, it's like I've been like beefing with them because I've been like a turn-based RPG fanatic for so long that I forgot that like action RPGs are basically the main thing I play. No, but like they're just so cool. Like, I'm playing this right now, Evergrace. I'm sure I have to get like a sword or something. I don't know. But I wish more games were like Evergrace, and just in terms of like that, so it could have more games. Because that's the issue at this point, right? It's like every game developer, because it's like, dude, I do fucking hate. There are two like groups of people who, the oppressed gamers. I genuinely don't like where gaming has been, because, well, okay, going on social media and actually, like, the issue with game developers is that they're actually listening to the gamers. That sucks, because like the majority of gamers don't know what they want until they get it. It's like, and especially because people will never go out of their goddamn comfort zone unless they're fucking forced, dragged, kicking and screaming to do that shit. Like, if you want a fucking Smash Brothers fanatic player who makes videos for like, is the Switch 2 coming out tomorrow? What about the next day? What about the next day? If you want them to play fucking Punch-Out is so good. I don't know where I even got a copy of Punch. I think it was like someone just like got a copy years ago and they're just lying around the house, right? And I was like tried out one day because I was bored. I was like, this is actually, because I tried Punch Out on 3DS, right? Because I was like, okay, well, it's like a matter of little man, because just like, you know, I heard it was good, and you know, it wasn't Mike Tyson's Punch Out, but it was Mr. Dream's Punch Out. Like, okay, whatever. But I probably Punch Out in 3DS. I'm like, it was pretty fun. I enjoyed this game. And then I was like, the Wii one, I'm like, god damn, this is so fucking fun. Like, Punch Out on the Wii is like fucking insanely good. Like, there was just like that era whenever like Nintendo was doing a lot more remakes or whatever. Like, that's the kind of, like, I want sequels to shit where they expand on top of the other thing, you know? Like Kid Icarus Uprising, I want that to happen. I want that listen, if there's one thing I will always wish for, it is like the Kid Icarus Uprising. I want the Kid Icarus Uprising for Ice Climbers or Urban Champion, but no one else wants the Urban Champion thing. Genuinely, no one else gives a shit. But because I want Urban Champion to be good. I hate Urban Champion with a passion. That game's terrible. That game is dog water. That game is dog shit under the dog. It's so bad. It wasn't even good for the time. Like, you ever like play like, at least like, what's that game called? Like, Yar Kung Fu got some kind of sauce to it. Like that shit was ass.
I didn't know anybody was still alive. I thought I was the only one.
British.
This might sound weird, but where am I?
This is the Royal Commons, resting place of the rulers of the Rubain Empire.
What? Hold on a sec.
Wait a minute.
Did you say Rubain Empire? You mean the Lost Empire?
would be many precious lives have been lost to the beasts.
They blame the beast.
I'm sorry, but I'm not talking about that. I mean, what about the fairy tale you were talking about?
Fairy tale? I don't understand.
Let me explain. I was unconscious. When I woke up, the person who had helped me had been kidnapped. I want to help her, but I don't know where she is. I don't even know where I am.
Understand, you're looking for someone, but you forgot what happened to you.
Right.
All I can tell you is head southwest. You'll reach a place called Saramad Hill.
True.
It's safe so far. That's the only place for people to live, if there are any left. What's wrong? Saramad Hill is southwest.
Okay. Also, can I? Yeah, I want Ice Climbers to get like not a remake, a fucking sequel. You know, I think there's a distinct, because there's a distinct difference between remake and sequel, right? Because remake, you have to like, there are games. I think Final Fantasy VII was a good game to remake. Genuinely, I think people saying it didn't need a remake. It doesn't need a remake. No game needs a remake. Genuinely, but I think there were parts to expand. Because I really think the expansion of Midgar was. I want to play. I haven't played through my copy of it on Steam, which is kind of just a mistake. But it's just because it's like 100 gigabytes. I have to re-download it. But I think expanding Midgar was a really good choice for the first game, because that was the main part people like associate with the game anyway, and it's like such a big part of like its identity that expanding it was very much a good choice in my opinion. But you know, with a lot of games you gotta build based on the existing framework, and it's like, you know, at what point, like, you know, you just like kind of just make a sequel, you know what I mean? Because the Kid Icarus Uprising is like, again, I was using my golden standard because it really is like, it rebooted the series so well that people were like, wait a second, why don't we have more Kid Icarus games? I'm like, because the game was just like focused on, that's the difference. I'm gonna save actually, just in case there's a fucking monster that appears out of nowhere like that, like literally just like that, like literally just like that. Like, because the gold they put all the chips in the writing, and that's what I like about games is the writing, right? I think the gameplay of Uprising was really fun too, but that was just because I could get used to the hand thing. And I will admit it did hurt my wrist at times, and also like the ground battles were kind of like fucky sometimes, but you know, it's really good actually. I don't know, like I think people kind of exaggerate how fucky it is, but it is pretty fucky. Like I won't get it. Like if it was on like a console with like 2 sticks, then yes, it'd be drastically better and more accessible. I'd very much appreciate a remaster of that. Okay, what about the dog?
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I want to draw fan art of this character, by the way. Look, this is a very distinct design, by the way. Look at this, like, this game is so orange. This is like the most orange game that's ever oranged. It's so autumn. Like, look at this character, like the red hair, the little green, like, I don't know what they're called. Like, I guess just hair pieces. The apron, little like apron, like kind of jeans looking thing. The shoes. She looks like fucking like Sora. The like giant fucking claws that she got on, dog. I fucking love this game. Dog, I'm getting my ass kicked. He takes a hit like a fucking like glass jar. It's terrible. Other dude could handle his shit. He could take down a big ass monster, but he just gets fucking poisoned one time, and he's like, he's yeah, this game's so fun. I don't know, cause it's like one thing about it is that if you go like, I don't know, for me, like the thing about like Undertale's played Undertale like on stream the other month at this point, right? And Undertale was so interesting because there are just a lot of points because it was, you know, because it's so like small and like subdued and like had like a very limited scope that you just assume a lot of things about like the back, like you like go into the ruins, right, and look at that background. It's like, honestly, I think the ruins background is face value. I'm like, okay, that's just like how big the ruins are, like literally that one room, and then like literally everything else. But most people just say, oh, that's supposed to be like visual shorthand for a way bigger ruins. you know, I took the ruins as very cozy and small, despite it being like legendary and like, you know, big imagination wise. And then some other people say like, oh, the ruins actually as big as like the other ruins on the other side. Honestly, I kind of assumed like the whole thing about it was like the ruins are small, and then it got like really cramped, and because it was just like so little space, and people were like, all right, well, we gotta like expand out of here, and then like the underground itself got cramped. But yeah, I mean, like, I think it's just like the thing was less is more. Like, you know, I'm very much leaning back toward, I think it's very hard for me as a person who just like values value so much. Like, I don't know, I think it is so crazy because it's like I've never really played games that were like huge gigantic games. I always replayed games that were like really fun all the time. Like if I told you how many times I replayed Super Mario Galaxy, you'd be sick to your stomach. It's like at least like 20-30 times. Like from front to back is at least 20. From like a little like half I think sometimes I just play up to Space Junk. I'm like, man, this is so cool, and then I like go on with my life. But it's just like, you know, I don't know. This game just inspires a lot out of me mentally. You know, like it's just like this setting. I think setting is a very like underrated aspect of games in general, right? Because every time you have like a game, right, people don't really acknowledge the setting unless it's like part of the marketing, if you know what I mean. Like, because indie games very much are based on settings a lot, right? Like Valhalla, that's looks into the camera, that is VA-11 HALLA. Oh fuck this. That's a cyberpunk bartending. I think the website's literally called Waifu Bartending. Oh, you fucker. Is it really? Am I really just poisoned now? Well. Even the skies are a little fucky. Like, it's always like sunset. Well. Yeah. I don't know. This game is. I was playing this like super late yesterday because I was very sleepy. This game got me strangely emotional. This is very much a like, I don't know, like, you know, there's a certain feeling you get when you play like an old PS2 game, right? Because like the thing with PS2 games is that they were made like it's not even PS2 games in particular. It's just games made before like online was standardized, right? Oh shit. And if you play a game that's made before online was standardized, it has a certain feeling that like other games don't, because the online features in these games, right? They're like, if they exist, they're very de-incentivized. I think after like the PS3 era has a different playing a PS3 game at this point. Like I was playing Gran Turismo 5 one time, right? And a lot of that aspects of that game is that it feels like it's lost media. It genuinely feels like it's lost because like a lot of aspects of the game, like a big aspect of the game was like the online multiplayer, or I think, was that 5 or 6? Well, either way, yeah, it has online features, right? And if you have a game that wasn't designed for them, it just feels a lot more complete no matter what. And it's like weird because, you know, this game, I don't know, because with a game that's like an indie game, right, it doesn't give me that feeling because it doesn't come on a disc, and it never came on a disc, and presumably it will never come on a disc for a lot of them. Because if I play like Milk outside a bag of milk, right, it doesn't use online features necessarily. It just gets updates. That's kind of an aspect of it, I guess. So I guess it's like half and half. But you know, like this game was just made straight up just like before you could connect your console to the internet for the majority of people. Like the PS2 eventually had a modem that you could put in the back of it, but most people didn't use that shit, right? And it's like, fucking hell. I feel like you kick a rock. Look at this weak ass attack. Look at this weak ass shit. Oh my god. Like, dog, give it up. Go home. Go back to that little crater that you call like home. Go back to your waterbed. Go back to your waterbed, dude. Go to your family, man. Go to your family, man. God, look at her. Look at her. I love her character design. Just great. This entire game just looks cool. But yeah, I was saying like setting's very de-incentivized for a lot of games because it's like, you know, the thing about AAA gaming, right? AAA gaming, again, it's the same thing with every other, like, you know, it always appeals to lowest common denominator. Again, it's like, where's the Kendrick Lamar of AAA gaming? It's probably like, you know, the occasional Nintendo smash hits. And even then, I wasn't very impressed with like Tears of the Kingdom, which was supposed to be the like slam dunk. I was like, people are like, you know, I think some people are like, this is the greatest shit I've ever played. This is much better than Breath of the Wild. I'm like, most people are like, this is pretty cool. It's not the same amount of wonder I got from that game, but I, you know, I like it. And then I'm like, I was kind of strangely disappointed with it, actually. Honestly, I think I kind of I kind of got caught up on the hype a little bit because I was like overrating how much I liked Breath of the Wild in the first place. But Breath of the Wild was more of a vibe, you know? And Tears of the Kingdom was just like, Tears of the Kingdom is like, this is like, Breath of the Wild is like the equivalent of this game, right? It's like so setting focused. It's like, it's so Ghibli. And Tears of the Kingdom is like trying to like retrofit that like experience into like a puzzle, like, you know, a puzzle based system, if you know what I mean. Like, of course the shrines existed in Breath of the Wild, right? But if you know what I mean, like the systems themselves where you get like building fucking like Hot Wheels cars and shit, like it's not as like ambient. But you know, like even like the bombs that like roll around, they interact with the environment more. I don't know how to describe it. I'm probably just like, I'm yapping. I'm probably fucking just talking my shit. But I don't know. It was like the setting. The setting was like also like, it wasn't, because you knew everything about the setting also, but it's also like, it couldn't surprise you. You know what I mean? Like even like in like, I don't know. It's all vibes. It's all vibes, to be honest. There's no Tears of the Kingdom on Wii U. If Tears of the Kingdom was on Wii U, it'd break the Wii U. Honestly, if Breath of the Wild being on Wii U is actually impressive. I played Breath of the Wild on Wii U, by the way. Out on Wii U, I got for Switch eventually. Not the disc copy though. Got it for like the fucking digital. There's certain games you want to have physicals of. By the way, if you're listening to this far, if you get a physical of any game, you want to get a physical of single player games and a digital of multiplayer games. Because that's my rule. Because I mean, on PC you don't get a physical of anything because it's like everything's on Steam, which makes me kind of sad, but I get it. I kind of wish more people would do like the like flash drive thing, if you know what I mean. Like the flash drive where you just like get a couple of games on the flash drive and you just play it from there, you know. But I get why people don't do that. I get it. Because most people don't even give a shit. I think this is the matter of just like, I want just like a physicality of it, you know, like, or like a plushie at least. Because I was playing like Signalis, right? Human research lab. What am I supposed to do about this shit? I can't see that shit. What am I supposed to do about that? I'm supposed to swim over there? She's like a goddamn rock. She sings like a fucking rock. But yeah, I was like, there's I don't know, there's like a little bit of wonder lost when it came to Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know how to describe it. It's just a vibe. It's just vibes. Because no matter, like, I think for me, I'm willing to admit when it's just vibes. You know what I mean? Like a lot of gamers, a lot of people who like do game reviews and shit, they like try to like quote unquote intellectualize their vibes, and they're trying to like, they're like, you know, they're like feeling nostalgia for a game like this game has soul, and the other one's just like, this doesn't have soul. I'm like, this game has, and for me, I'm like, okay, I'm playing Evergrace, this game has soul, but it's probably a game that most people would not want to play, right? Like honestly, if I wasn't having so much fun just looking around shit, I probably wouldn't be playing it right now either. But it has soul by the virtue of just like, the flaws make it very interesting. And people would just say like, you know, just throw around the word soul like fucking anything. Like people say, I saw fucking shit like Final Fantasy 13 got soul. I'm like, dog, people were fucking hating that game like last week. Like I just can't get behind these game reviews, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm not built for like the social media shit. It's actually taking a toll on me. It's like seeing all these takes about video games. Like, I just want to play video games. I like Evergrace. Look at this game. It's so cool. Make me all emotional and shit. Look at him just walking around a fucking island and just like kicking off fucking whatever the fuck those things are. Like, I don't know. This is art right here. This is like that art house shit. This is like the Eraserhead of video games. This is that Kino shit. You don't know about that. What you know about that? You know about that Evergrace. You don't know about that. Only one who holds the gleaming three-sword star shall open the door to the royal commons. See, that's a goal. True. You ever see that one song? That's like by was it Lil Wayne and Drake or something? No, it was by Rick Ross. and it was like goes true. I like that song. I don't know what it's called. He just kicks on giant rocks like fuck. what a useless ass kick. What do I do about it? Do I kick this tree to get a sword from the tree? No. I genuinely just have to like, I don't know, just fumble around, huh? Yeah, this makes no good. I don't know. It's just frustrating seeing people not in, you know, it's just okay. So that's the thing about social media or whatever, is that like, if you're on like fucking forums or boards or whatever the fuck, you're like, you know, these people are just basically anonymous. You can't see, like, if you go and search someone's message history on like a forum or whatever, you're kind of weird about it. Like, but on Twitter or something, it's like, well, you know, you gotta make sure you're not liking someone who's like weird. And it's like, yeah, I guess, but it's like, it's like the matter of fact is that, you know, you see these people and you know, sometimes people just be trolling, but you can tell where someone's just fucking around and trolling because all their takes are trolling. People don't like do a thing where they troll half the time. They either make an entire troll account or they don't, right? Some people troll sometimes. That's a lost art, really. People don't be joking around anymore. But when you joke around, it's hard to tell because text doesn't get the fucking same conveyance out. But either way, it doesn't matter. My whole point here is that that's just unrelated to my point that I was talking about. But my whole point is that, like, I don't know. It's just kind of sad seeing people just don't enjoy things, you know? And honestly, I have to force myself to go and, you know, actually play cool things and just like fuck around and just play games. I need to progress this shit. I just want to play it. It's nice. But, you know, it's like, you know, it's very easy to get into the habit of just like scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and not actually playing anything. When you have access to literally the entire like human history worth of stuff, like you won't, okay, like, I don't know. A lot of history is gone in terms of like, you know, films or whatever, right? Like, okay, if I want to go and research like 1910s film, it's like, oh, well, I'm kind of cooked because I got like maybe like 10% of it. It's like, okay, like this movie that's huge, gigantic, big, influential, nope, doesn't exist anymore, right? But at least for games, it's like, you know, if you know where to look, like you have, and it's not even like you even have to know where to look. Look, Evergrace is like not ported or anything. I guess you might be able to buy it on like PS3 maybe, but that's more or less, I don't know. Doesn't really matter for most people. But like, the thing about it is that you have so much like opportunities to look at cool shit, right? Like if you go on Steam and you get like even just the free games or just like the RPG Maker shit or whatever, you can at least like get some fun out of that, you know what I mean? Or like go into the fan game community or like the thing. And I think the main thing about it is that, like, you know, I don't know, it's kind of, I want to get involved with the community too. I want to make friends with the Evergrace fandom, all 2 people. Shouts, if one of the other, I'm sure like the person who's like obsessed with Evergrace and I'm translated 2 goddamn light novels is watching this. So I'm like, if you're out there, DM me on Twitter because I want to talk to you about this game. I want to poke your brain about this shit. Calling out, I don't feel like looking up their fucking username right now, but shout out to that person. Look up the Evergrace Light novels, and that shit was translated second was literally translated yesterday. Like it was released yesterday. Like I just want to play Evergrace because it's just I just like surprised about the fact that there's a PS2 launch title that's just like this fucking weird. Like, so there are like probably at least like 100,000 people who own Evergrace by virtue of it just being a PS2 launch title. I don't know. Like, because if this was released any other time in the lifespan, it would be like Atlas games, where it's like, I don't know, maybe not Atlas games, but like it'd be kind of rare. I don't know. At least on the rarer side, because that was the issue with like a lot of games back in the day. People forget about this shit. Like people like, man, I remember the disc games back in the day was so much better. And it's like, I wanted to buy a copy of like SMT like 4 or something, right? And the fucking GameStop that I was at didn't have that shit, and I didn't feel like, because they can't order that shit unless you like pay them in advance. I'm like, I don't know if this game's gonna be that good. So I just like do all that. I'm like, if it's a here, I'd go do that, and I have to wait for it too. And even then, they probably wouldn't even like send it in because it's like, well, you know, because with GameStop, it's like, oh, we have it at this store, but you know, like, can you send it in? Oh, well, no, you have to go to this store, like 15 trillion miles away. I'm like, okay, well, fuck off then. And it's like, I didn't think that game even had at that point. And honestly, I never played SMT4 now I think about it, which sucks because apparently that game's really good. Like, yeah, like 3DS was crazy. But yeah, basically, yeah, you should just like, I wish like games weren't as expensive now, right? Because the fact that the games are super expensive now, can I eat this motherfucker? I don't know where to go. I think I'm trying to think about it. I'm like, kind of like thinking about it. I can't get that sword.
What are you doing?
Not much. That's to beat this motherfucker. Look at this. Look at this. It's a fucking bloodbath. I mean, my ass kicked to me. What the hell? Oh, brother. Oh, jeez. But, yeah, I don't know. People should enjoy things more. Basically, I'm on the site that's literally dedicated to complaining about stuff. Like, from the base level. Even before the fucking, like, ownership transition. People, like, Twitter was always toxic from day one. It is where the miserable people congregate. And it's like, me trying to find any kind of joy on there is a miracle. And the fact that I've even gotten friends that I like through there is actually like a Christmas goddamn miracle. But it's just like it's like I am the exception to the rule. But it's hard to accept that because there are people on Twitter who are like really cool, and it's like they're stuck on Twitter. But my thing about it is that I'm just trying to get rid of this poison. By the way, I don't know if it actually like leaves. I think that's actually have to die. What the fuck? Do I actually just genuinely just have to like fuck it off? Like jump off that cliff? Yeah, it's cool to do cool stuff. I don't know. I think the gist of it is that you know, I just see too many people just like scroll all day. I don't know. Even people who I like, I don't know. It's just me too. I have that issue too. So I'm projecting here in that case. I admit I'm projecting in that case. Also, these shadows aren't like dynamic shadows. They're just baked in. I think that's pretty cool. Cause I think like you just like, oh no, I actually am just like poisoned forever. No, I literally have no other way to deal with this. The mushroom? You know, it makes sense for the mushroom to like cure you or something. I don't know. I guess the mushroom would probably make more sense to poison you, but you know. Well, goodbye world. It's very fun. I like this game. What to the other dude? Lost Empire, Ruben. You know, they say it's like a vast military power or whatever. Yeah. Also, I can't. The fact that this motherfucker locked the door behind me is what kills me about it, though. You know what I mean? Like, why do you have to like do that? Like, wasn't it enough to insult me and say you have the brand of a demon? You fucking idiot. I'm like, you had to add the other shit too. Was it not enough? God damn. But I'm gonna try a little bit more of this. But yeah. But basically what I'm saying is essentially like, I don't know, playing games like Evergrace is important. And I don't know, I don't care if I get far or whatever. I think the big issue is like people expect you like to fucking, if you want to talk about a game for like 2.5 milliseconds, you have to like complete it. It's like, I just like playing games and then until I'm bored. And then I play other games. And it's like, you know, everyone's a goddamn fucking YouTuber anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a YouTuber, technically. But it's like, you don't have to play a game to completion and have an opinion on it, I guess. Especially if it's a cool, positive opinion. Like, look at this game, it's cool. You know, you see what you get kind of here. Maybe there's like a plot twist in the middle that I don't know about. Yep. Not even like a sound effect or nothing. Just like, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm a fucking idiot. Oh wait, I forgot I saved this her. But at least with her, I have like an option to go someplace. but it's like I was supposed to go to like whatever hill, and I'm like, I'm not gonna shut up, by the way. Yeah.
What are you doing?
I don't know. It's just like very dream-like quality. This, yeah. So that's what I meant to say. From frame one, it's very dream-like quality of Evergrace. That's why I like it so much. If shoegaze was a game. One day I'll run out of stupid comparisons. I wonder what the shoegaze game would probably be. I said would be probably Silent Hill. This is the most shoegaze rug ever meant. Honestly, the fucking shoegaze rug meme, like, oh, it's just Silent Hill rug looks like shoegaze, is actually very apt. I mean, because literally that's like the cover of Loveless, but I guess you could say that about anything with a damn echo effect, visual echo effect. What was supposed to do? Let's just go back to the.
What's wrong? Saramat Hill is southwest.
I don't know. I just like this game. I want to design character look as cool as this, or creatures. I want to make something as cool as this. You know. That's what I think. Maybe other people don't think like an artist. Maybe they think like fucking shit posters or something. It's like, I'm not even an artist really. How much do I make? Not much. Actually, I make a lot of music actually. But my thing is just like, you know, just gotta inspire yourself by getting cool shit. Look at this thing. Watermelon creature. Bread looking creature. Why is that a slice in the middle? God knows why. Why is the thing on 4 arms? No idea. You know, you figure if it had such a big military presence in this game, right? It'd be like there'd be people who are like aggressive towards you. So I guess there was that one dude. And it's just like, you know, it's kind of weird because it's not necessarily abandoned. And it's like this game doesn't feel necessarily lonely, but it also doesn't feel active, you know what I mean? Like, it feels like the people who are here are very stilted and awkward. It's like they probably couldn't hold a conversation. They feel like how feel in universe how we see NPCs in the meta sense, right? Like they feel like they're on a loop, literally like they're on a loop in universe. Because that old man does not seem like he's doing much else than like wandering around and telling people to off themselves because it's hopeless and shit. But I just want to see what's up there, man. But I probably won't be able to play it myself. Oh well. Look how cool it is. Man, I love this game. You know there's a sequel, by the way? There's a sequel to Evergrace. This game has just a deep enough rabbit hole where you can get obsessed with it. Like, took 2 entire games, a light novel, manga series, or like took out like 2 manga, and like a soundtrack with an interview with the thing, and the soundtrack is extremely rare and expensive for some reason. And it's like this entire, and it's like this, and it's so somehow not expensive to find the first game itself. Weird, isn't it? Strange. I'm sorry, I keep saying stupid shit, but I like this game. It's pretty cool. This game would be pretty chill. There's something so like weird about it though. Yeah, it's like kind of uncomfortable in a weird way. It's got like I guess this is why horror fans are like in the horror stuff. But yeah, it's like a big deal. I don't know. I think people should like put more in stock in the setting, right? That's why Mega Man like 5 has cool stages. Like Mega Man 5 itself is like an okay, like one of the like worst Mega Man games in terms of like at least the classic series. Like if your Mega Man 5 is your favorite, I'm looking at you weird, but it's like in terms of settings, like they had a pretty good set of settings there. Because it's like at that point where they had like kind of like knuckled down and say, all right, well this is like the 5th game, so we gotta like actually like think of some really good settings for this one. Because like, you know, how many like factories can you have, you know what I mean? So they had to add the train level in that one. They had the Napalm Man like forest level with the swaying trees. I don't know. I value setting a lot in video games, even if it's like not expounded upon, because very aesthetically focused kind of person. So I've been wandering around Evergrace doing absolutely fucking nothing for about like an hour at this point, because you know the aesthetic qualities are just so like entrancing to me. I think that's what a lot of things. Maybe it's just like, I don't know. Yeah, that's why like a lot of games I won't play, because I just don't find them aesthetically interesting. It's like I won't ever play fucking League of Legends except because of the character designs. The character designs are kind of cool, but like the game itself isn't aesthetically interesting. And you know, it's like the same thing with like, honestly, like what's it called? Like Final Fantasy 14 does have a little bit of that kind of vibe, but it's like, you know, the actual HUD is just like really like cluttered. I don't like it. And it's like, that's why I like Phantasy Star Online 2. And I wish fucking Sega just like stop with that shit where they had to make you install like New Genesis, because it's like 100 gigabytes versus like 20. I'm like, if I could hop on Phantasy Star Online 2 and just have like the regular version of it, then I'd hop on that shit, because PSO2 was so it was really fun and it's so vibey, you know. It's such a vibey game, and it's like I don't hate like New Genesis, but it doesn't have the same kind of oomph as the original version, you know what I mean? And especially because Phantasy Star Online 1 probably has more oomph. I just haven't like touched it yet. But PSO 1 has an insanely good soundtrack, by the way. Phantasy Star in general is like a really good like vibe. That's why Phantasy Star 3 sucks so bad, because like all the vibes are gone. Like Phantasy Star 2, like I don't think I like the moment-to-moment gameplay of that, but I'll give it the setting is really cool and interesting, and the anime portraits are really interesting, like very well designed. And it's like I like the character design. I think it's cool. I don't know, but it's like Phantasy Star 3 is like, oh god, it's like the crustiest version of everything. And it's like, then you could tell it's the B team because they're just half-assing. I'm like, if you're gonna at least like, if you're gonna be a new team, at least like try with like the setting. But I guess it clearly went through like development hell or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's why like, you know, that's why like certain games like Snatcher, or like what's it called, Metal Slayer Glory is a good one, or like Akira for NES, all those like adventure kind of games, because they have a very unique way of telling the story visually, but it's also the 8-bit like kind of system. I don't know. I think it's very, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Could slap. So if you're standing still, you could slap. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think at the end of the day, it's just like, if a game is aesthetically interesting, then I'll give it a chance more than a game that's like, you know, I don't know what that gets me. I'm gonna talk for a little bit longer. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anyway. Maybe I'll try to kill a bug or something. Never mind. I might as well check over there again. Maybe I could try, like James, I could try and go kill the fucking like. Okay, let's do this. But I'm thinking about, I'm like, if like I watched the entirety of Venture Brothers one time, right? Because of the Steak Bentley video. Shout out to that video. That's a good ass video. I think it did it was like, I guess it did go over a lot of the same theories that, and also those theories were confirmed in like, oh, some of those theories were confirmed in the fucking movie, by the way, which I need to watch that movie. But Venture Brothers fans are like fucking kind of insane, because like, dog, that show is so good. Shit, Venture Brothers, I didn't know because the thing with Venture Brothers is that like, it is a show that very much benefits from the streaming service boom. It very much does. Because I watched a couple of episodes of Venture Brothers when there was like randomly on like, you know, TV, right? I was like, okay, this is kind of cool, but I don't know what's going on. Like, is this a Johnny Quest parody or something? Okay, it's kind of cool. And then once I watched it all the way through, I'm like, oh my god, I get it. It's like a long running comic book kind of thing. A true adoration of what comics can do as a storytelling medium. But inside the TV telling medium, so it's not necessarily a parody, more of a satire of certain aspects of it, but also a genuine adoration of what the genre does with its characters and plot lines and things. Very much a good game, very much a good show. And Brock Samson. Don't you love Brock fucking Samson? If you don't like Brock Samson, leave. Get the fuck out of here. He's the coolest fucking dude of all time. If you know Brock Samson, you either probably know him from Venture Brothers or you know him from the fucking like Valve poker game. Which honestly, both are valid representations of Brock Samson, I will admit. And it's like, you know, valid representation of Brockhampton, I'll say. Very much recommend Venture Brothers. But I think like the main thing about it is that people these days don't have like too little to do. They just don't focus on the things they do. So, you know, it's not even that people today, it's just like, I guess it might be people today, but I guess like back in the day, it's like a lot of people just didn't have the options. And if they did have the option, they're just like rich or whatever. But now I guess, you know, it's like, you know, like people like, it's like saying the Blockbuster or whatever, like you go and rent a DVD, you're watching that DVD. Like you go and like, you don't go and rent a DVD and risk the goddamn $40 late fees for not watching a movie, you know? I mean, you're watching that goddamn movie or you're rewinding that fucking VHS tape, you know what I mean? But like the thing about it is that, you know, since I have like fucking billions of fucking games and anime to watch and fucking, you know, TV shows. So we're inundated with options and it's like, you know, I don't think people let themselves get immersed in things as much as they used to. And it's like, you know, you ask someone like what they've been enjoying recently. It's like, you know, the very casual stuff. And honestly, it's like, you don't have to get immersed in a lot of things either way. But I think like, you know, and again, I'm projecting. I'm trying. This is why I'm trying to like do this because I'm trying to give myself all more opportunities to get immersed in stuff. Playing Katawa Shoujo, Death Stranding, Signalis, Evergrace. I got the Dragon Quest. So trying Dragon Quest, a little bit of Dragon Quest 11 that I had lying around. I was playing basically most of the Paper Mario, but I'm at chapter 6. I'm like halfway through. I'm like, okay, I'll get back to it eventually. I should probably play that a little later, but you know, I'm just like, you know, and I'm honestly at this point, I probably should like, you know, like don't even ask me the real life stuff. Oh Lord. Basically, you know, if you don't have to worry about like, I don't think everyone's worried about fucking like the horrifying realities of life every fucking millisecond of their life. Oh shit, I did it. Okay, well, I guess I'd do that same thing, but to that weird, like, clobby dude. Maybe I'll do it. No, because I'll get poisoned. So I have to dodge every hit. I have to no-hit this fucking globby dude. I have no goddamn sword. I'll try looking back at, like, shop. What does the shop do?
Greetings. Welcome to my shop. Feel free to look over my merchandise.
Honestly, it sounds way better in-game than it did, like, by itself. Honestly, you could have basically anything be a shop theme.
Looking for Halmyra armaments, you say? They're all different. Some work well, some don't. Depends on the monsters. Keep that in mind when you're shopping.
Oh, brother. I guess we'll have to do.
This one? Some armaments can perform Halmyra action. It depends on what you bought. This is the purest form of Halmyra armament. Give it a try.
Sure. Wow, my strength is so much better. I was kicking all that time.
Get the winner there.
Sure or not.
Ah, how kind of you.
Oh, what the fuck? My discount my next purchase.
You have good eye. These notes let you can learn.
Melon rat. Oh, it actually is a melon. Okay. I want to fucking like, yeah, give me a life extractor too. This is ridiculous. Oh, finally a fucking antidote. Thank God.
That's a
I didn't know that this shit was like,
this one. That's a
I didn't know this shop was a thing. Oh, that's why I'm fucking up. Cause I thought the shop was like an area. I didn't know you could just like teleport to it whenever. You know what I mean?
this one. That's a
I need more antidotes
this one. That's
than anything.
please.
Okay, so that explains why I'm fucking up, because I didn't know the shop was a thing. This might turn into a let's play at this point, because I actually know what to do now. Like, how the fuck do I get health back? Apparently go to the shop. Okay, we're not cooking anything, are we? Oh, brother. That's a little better damage, though. Oh, Lord. Go for the combo! Go for the combo! It's truly the Dark Souls 2 of non-Dark Souls games. I think that's why people fuck with Dark Souls 2 so much. Because it is like this vibe, but a Dark Souls game, if you know what I mean. This is way better than what I was doing before. Absolutely. Yeah, I can see why it's like. I get it. I get it. Okay. And now I have enough money to upgrade my weapon again, actually. Can I just give them the mushrooms? Let's do that. This is a very honestly, I wouldn't have wanted to discover this any other way. Genuinely. Also, I'll give you the mushroom.
Pick the winner there.
Yeah, sure.
Ah, okay. Which one?
God damn. Oh, I'll give you this. Sell that. Sell a frying pan. Hold up. None. Okay, so I sell sell that.
Pito. This one. It was a
Sell that. Get the like spear, should be fine.
This one.
Much better than what I had before. Bind lightning? No fucking shot. Okay, so that's cool. And then I just leave now. No, this is like immensely better than what I had before. And it's so funny is that if I just like fell off a cliff, I would be back at my fucking arms. And it's like, all right, well, so I guess it's like this game's like gameplay loop. You get like things until you thing. Also, I upgrade your health too? No fucking shot. No fucking shot. Dude, this is what I love video games, man. I just realized, like, wait a second, there's a shop feature in this game, and then it suddenly makes this game a lot more fun. Because I was about to sit here like for a fucking day and a half, just like trying to get that sword and kicking fucking melon rats and shit. All right, now I can go beat that motherfucker up. So hold up. Oh, that's fucking fire. Let's go. That's Kino. That's fucking peak. You see this shit right here? Right here. Ooh. Oh, what the fuck? +1 health? Oh, okay. Well, it's not as Kino as I thought it was. Never mind. I apologize for I apologize for the intermission. I apologize for the Spanish Inquisition. I apologize for the information. But I apologize for the explanations. It's like Drake rapping. You know what? You ever notice how Drake has the same flow in like a song? Like, I was listening to like 4am in Charlotte, because I mean at this point it's like, you know, I don't think Drake's going anywhere, whatever. So it's like I might as well not, you know, I listen to Drake for the instrumentals, all right, not for the lyrics, all right. But either way, it doesn't really matter. Who gives? What the fuck? How does that heal you? Oh, it's because it's lightning. Oh, that's why. This sucks. This sucks. Okay, well, I just gotta get some more melon rats, I guess, then. I go buy another weapon. But, like, you listen, like, this is the same, like, he's like, remember that for the dessert, like, pudding and cake? Oh, brother. I don't know. It's a good beat, though. You got conductor on that shit? Like, I gotta admit, you know, it's, like, so crazy. That's what I hate about fucking Drake, man. Is that he, like, has a song that's, like, insanely good, and then the rest of the album is just like really boring, and it's like sleeping half the fucking time. And then like he goes another song that's like insanely good. Like, it genuinely pisses me off. And a lot of this track, like you know, like it is. You know, one of my favorites, quote unquote, favorite things about a Drake album is that like they have like one of those things that like trick you, right? It's like they have a song that's like a feature or whatever, right? Like the you have a Heartbreak or whatever, or like that one song on Views that's like just straight up someone else, and it sounds like so heavenly, and then it's straight up just like not his song at any point. And then the basically because it's like that song, right? It's not even that it's like not his song. It's the fact that the artist does not sound like that in any of the other songs, right? It's like that one track from Views that was like an interlude, right? What it was called like Summer's Over interlude. Incredible song, probably the best song on the album, probably the best song related to Drake at all, honestly. And then like the thing about it is that I checked to see the artist. I'm like, okay, this artist knows ball. This artist has the best voice in the fucking thing. If they're like singing on that, then they must sing on like some other songs like that with the really cool, really like thick drums and like the you know, song like that. And I checked to see the artist, like it was like Mahab something, and they're fucking electronic. I'm like, oh, and it's not even like my kind of electronic music. It's just like, you know, kind of like pop electronic. I'm like, I was so disappointed. I was so sad. It's like that same thing where you like have like a like there's like that one Beach Boys song, like that one what's it called, Velvet Underground song that's just straight up just like a dream pop song, right? And then like all their other discography, their entire other discography is just like completely different than that.
I'm part. Come on, you can do better than that.
Let's get this club or something.
This one?
Sure.
That's a bargain.
True that. Oh no.
This one?
And out of the stars like a fish. You get me high. And I'm on the moon. Armor of Frost. Well, I guess I have to get one of those.
This one? That's
Look at my ass kicked every fucking millisecond. Sure. Club. Can I not use the? Oh, I'm like saying like that shit. Yeah. So honestly, hopefully that like thing's out there beat some more rats or something. Yeah. You cannot be serious. Oh, actually, wait. I forgot. So maybe certain creatures are weak to certain things. So those flies might be weak to crush or something. Who knows? I'm gonna cry like a crush. You cannot be. You're fucking with me. Oh, you are fucking with me. And it's so weird because you have to like hit him a certain way too, or else you do 1 damage. What is this, the top spin? The fuck? Like a crush. I might set the by the way, I'm gonna set the FPS lower maybe. I want the shit to upload like today, maybe. It's like an hour long video. God lord. Egads. Professor Egad. Also, yeah, I just love they just straight up just like, alright, well, I guess you just, you know. What the fuck you mean? Huh. I guess I'm just good. Sure, why not? Honestly, I'm gonna set this to the second file. New file. Just in case that poison doesn't run out. I have to be poisoned for the rest of the goddamn game. I don't know. That's enough Evergrace for now. We go to the main menu because that's what people do when they're done with playing the game for a second. What is this? Cool game. I just didn't know about the fucking shop feature. I can't believe that shit. Just wandering around for a straight half an hour. It's what it basically feels like to watch a stream, but man. But I'm probably gonna set this to a lower FPS, so it'll be a 15 FPS or some shit. Recording this in like 20 FPS was kind of like a little much. 30 FPS. Yeah. Yeah, this game's fucking fire. From Software, baby. God, so true. I don't know. I love when consoles have a switchover game, like, you know, like Animal Crossing on N64, like, or like Star Fox 64 or something. Like when they have a switchover game, oh, let's go with Star Fox 2. Like a game that's like clearly made for one console and then like push it out to the other one. It's just like so weird identity-wise. I don't know why. But anyway, I'm gonna stop recording now. Hope this eventually gets uploaded. I'm gonna set the FPS fucking entirely low, too low. Bye.